Hello folks, welcome back to Caricarz.com, and today we're at the UNW Toyota headquarters where they've organised a very special press showcase highlighting their multi-pathway decarbonisation efforts. Now we'll have a separate in-depth report about that at Caricarz.com/news later on. More importantly, today's showcase lets us have our first look at these two. So we'll start with perhaps the most exciting of these duo, which is the new Toyota bZ4X all-electric crossover SUV, and word has it that UNWT will launch the product soon enough. Let's see what it has to offer. So we'll start with what's under the hood, and the Toyota bZ4X underpins a 400-volt electric architecture featuring a single front-mounted electric motor that drives the front wheels. This motor is rated up to 150 kilowatts or 204 PS and 310 Newton meters of torque. Now let's see what juices it. Alright, the 400-volt architecture mentioned earlier also includes a sizable 71.4 kilowatt-hour battery pack, and to charge it, the port is right here in the front left quarter panel, behind which you will find both a Type 2 AC as well as a CCS Type DC charging input. Toyota says it's rated to accept inputs as high as 150 kilowatts, and on a full charge, Toyota says the bZ4X can cover up to 500 kilometers in range based on WLTP standards. And now we move inside into the Toyota bZ4X's cabin, where you get to see it's actually very novel and very high tech, because it really has a lot of tech. I mean, just check out this new center infotainment touchscreen unit. The interface is actually very nice and very responsive. Apart from that, wireless charging pad right here, USB-C charge ports. My personal favorite bit here is this very cool digital heater panel display. Now in terms of tech, it's also worth highlighting that the bZ4X comes with a full swing of ADAS features from the TSS of Toyota's Safety Sense package, which grants up to level 2 semi-autonomous driving. Okay, moving to the back of the cabin, I like to note, tall, lanky folks like me will find it a little bit uncomfortable because of the raised floor thanks to the battery. So see lah, no thigh support, well, lack thereof, but otherwise space is actually quite abundant, and passenger comfort at the rear is bolstered by the fact that it comes with rear aircon vents as well as dedicated USB-C charge ports. Other cool features can be found at the back. I mean, just look at the way this bZ4X's taillight and light bar is designed. It's very striking, very distinct. There's no mistaking the bZ4X for anything else. Just in case you're wondering, it does also come with a powered tailgate, which gives you access to a rather sizable boot. So at present, UNWT have only brought in 6 units of the bZ4X into Malaysia, all tasked with a number of pre-launch activities, including press engagements like what we're doing right now, pre-launch activities with the government, as well as internal assessment. UNWT has not mentioned when exactly they will launch this all-electric crossover, but we are promised it will happen. What do you guys think of the bZ4X then? Could this be the electric crossover of your choice? Or would you prefer something a little familiar? You may be saying, hey, isn't that a Camry? Yes, but this is not the one that's the same you'll find in the Toyota showroom now, because this is the Toyota Camry Hybrid. It's easy to tell this apart from the non-hybrid version thanks to its dedicated hybrid badging, which includes this blue finished Toyota badge. Now this is in fact the Thai spec model, and it comes fully loaded with a lot of bells and whistles. Let's see what it has to offer. So as always, we start with under the hood, and in the case of the Camry Hybrid, it employs a similar 2.5-litre dynamic force 4-cylinder petrol engine as found in the non-hybrid variants. However, this one has been electrified with an electric motor plus a 1.6 kilowatt-hour battery pack. Altogether, this package outputs 204 PS as well as 310 Newton meters of torque, all of which driving the front wheels through a CVT automatic transmission. Now, more importantly, this electrified package will be able to sit as low as 4.4 litres per 100 km on average based on the WLTP standard. Okay, moving inside into the cabin of the Camry Hybrid, and unsurprisingly, things are familiar here, just as what you see in the non-hybrid Camry, but there are plenty of features and amenities to note here, like the center infotainment touchscreen paired with JBL audio, wireless smartphone charging pad, ventilated seats, as well as keyless entry and ignition. Also, I would like to note this hybrid version does feel as luxurious as the non-hybrid version because it features lots of plush leather covering the seats and the steering wheel, and check that out, you even get this wood-like trim in the dash. So it meets every standards you would expect in a typical uncle D-segment car. Okay, in the back seat of the Camry Hybrid features all the luxuries you expect, specifically things like rear aircon vents, rear charging ports, and if you didn't know, the rear seats in this Camry are powered and you can adjust them through switches here. Unfortunately, we can't drive the car, but Toyota assures us that the hybrid system in the Camry Hybrid works similarly as how it does in the Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid, whereby it offers limited electric propulsion abilities at speeds below 50 kilometers an hour. Apart from that, this car can also almost drive itself because it's laden with the TSS package in full, granting level 2 semi-autonomous driving abilities. And that's the Camry Hybrid in a nutshell. Like the bZ4X we detailed earlier, UNWT have brought in several units of which at present in Malaysia for pre-launch activities, but they've not indicated when exactly they will launch this model. But this is perhaps dependent on you. What do you guys think of the Camry Hybrid then? Should UNWT launch this sedan now, or should they launch the bZ4X first? Hit the comments below with your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, visit caricarz.com/news for more content like this.
Safe, more safe.
Caricarz.